Let's make Southwest chicken pasta. I'm gonna start by chopping one red onion. So for this recipe today, I'm going to double it because I'm making some for a friend and for our family for dinner tonight. If you don't want to double this recipe, you can have all the ingredients, but it does make for a great freezer meal if you want to go ahead and make it double and have one for later to pull out for an easy dinner. So now I'm going to add a splash of avocado oil to the pan and get ready to saute these onions, but I won't put them on the stove quite yet because I still have some chopping and cutting to do. Next, I'm going to slice 9 ounces of cherry tomatoes. It doesn't have to be a precise 9 ounces, that's just what I used. If you prefer more tomatoes in your dish, then definitely use more. Just gonna set those aside and cut approximately 4 chicken breasts. These chicken breasts were rather large. If the chicken breasts are smaller, you might want to add another 1 or 2. Next, I'm going to cook the chicken on medium heat and add avocado oil as needed if it starts to stick at all. I have my avocado oil ready. I'm going to saute my onions for 5 minutes. At the most, they don't need to be super cooked because they're gonna bake again in the oven with the pasta. Next, I'm gonna add salt to my boiling water. I never measure this out. I'll do a pinch for a little bit of pasta, 2 pinches for a lot of pasta. It just makes it cook better. Gonna go ahead and add some of that avocado oil in because it's starting to stick a little bit. Now, going to rinse and drain my black beans. Chicken's almost finished cooking, so I'm gonna add those 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning into my chicken. I don't really stick to one taco seasoning. I don't have one particular favorite. Whatever you have on hand will work. So this is the penne pasta I used for this dish. I'm gonna butcher the name. It's something like garofalo, but it's organic pasta that doesn't have any folic acid since it's not enriched, and so that's great if you have MTHFR or you're just trying to stay away from folic acid like my family. Penne is great for this, but you can really use any short kind of pasta. I used about 34 ounces, so 2 bags for this recipe, and it's a really great price. It comes in a bundle at Costco, and we keep this stocked in our house. Drain the pasta and add 16 tablespoons of grass-fed butter, 6 tablespoons of sour cream, I'm gonna add half a cup of milk, and I still have my burner on low, keeping this warm, letting the butter and sour cream all melt together. Next, I'm gonna add 4 cups of corn. I used organic frozen corn for this dish. You could use canned too if you prefer. Next, I'll add my sauteed onions in and the cooked chicken, mixing it all together, letting everything heat up and the flavors mix together. I add my black beans last just because they're the most likely to mush and I don't want them to crush, so I'm going to gently fold that in. And then I will add 3 more tablespoons of taco seasoning for a grand total of 5 tablespoons in this recipe. I'm going to place it in a 9x13 greased pan and top it with 2 cups of grated cheese. And I'm gonna sprinkle the cherry tomatoes on top of it. Nice little garnish and color added to the top. I like to sprinkle this dish with paprika. It adds more color and I love the flavor of paprika. Now I'm going to place the pasta in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes, and I'm going to cover it to make sure that it doesn't get too dark on top. There we have it. I like to top it with sliced avocado. I think it's delicious.